We are back with Blackhawks Season 2. What a heartbreak Season 1 was. We are kinda set for this year. And as you can see from this cap chart, a lot of people on the contract years. Probably the last season for Foligno, Dickinson, and Mikheyev. Probably extending other guys. Then we have this defensive situation. There's a lot of people who need a deal. And Spencer Knight, probably a trade bait. At some point, we'll see. So I did sim the off season while I was offline. There are a couple of big trades. Let's see. I remember one of them. I could just. There we go. Patrick Kane was traded by Detroit to Washington for Andrew Crystal. And what was the other one? Something with someone. There was a lot of rumors going around that a lot of people would get traded, but nothing really happened. Mackenzie Blackwood for Will Kyle was one of the deals. And that's about it. Did we trade Brody? Yeah, we traded Brody to Philadelphia for something. Fifth round pick. Yeah. Just wanted to get rid of an old guy who's just getting worse. Who didn't really have a spot in our decor anymore. Edmonton got Nino Niederreiter for Calvin Bedard. And I think that's about it. Trevor Van Riemsdyk has gone to Vancouver for a fifth. Anything else? I did my tactics. Our lines should be set up so kind of sharing the firepower this year. I'm gonna start playing Nazar with Bedard. I think I did talk about that last time. And apart from Murphy, I think that's gonna be our defensive setup for a couple of years. Crevier probably will take his place and we get someone else on that second pair. Yeah, this is gonna be the Blackhawks for the 25-26 season. Let's see how it goes. Also, I just saw someone playing with a goalie number. That's not gonna happen. Where are you? Merkulov. Nope. 43. Whatever. Pre-season is starting. Regular season starts in September. Yeah. Kolyachonok, Isimon, and Aretu as the extras right now. Still not convinced if Reichel's gonna be our guy. Probably will be replaced by more next year. Hopefully. Let's get this preseason out of the way. 3 to win. I'm not sure if San Jose counts. Yossi's hurt straight away. Again, the computer wants to trade all the goalies to our team for some reason. Sam Carrick has gone to Vegas for Ben Hutton, who is now a Ranger. That is the real question here. So Sillinger, Korchinski, and Teräväinen, Nazar with 2 primary assists. So like he was kind of sucky last year, right? He played 14 games without points last year before I sent him down. You're gonna be nice. 2-1 loss against the Caps, and we have a trade. Mario Ferraro gone to LA for a 4th rounder. Okay. I wonder if the Kings want to give him up for like a 3rd rounder. I'd pay that for Ferraro. He's a lefty though. We don't have any spots for lefties. So the Kings have an 83 for Ferraro. 38. Where is he? How many left defensemen do you need? Jesus Christ. This is a preseason roster, but still. They do have a 38 available. We're gonna shuffle our lineup a little bit. How much though? You can really have a rest and might as well sit Sillinger for 1 game. 3-2 win against Utah. It's not a bad preseason so far. 1, 2, 3. Everyone back in. Actually, not everyone back in. Just shuffle around a little. Get to the next game day. See how everyone is. You can sit for Kolyachonok now. Replace with you. And then you get out for. Actually, they have to rest anyway, so let's just go like this. It's another preseason win. Not much scoring in our games, though. Eriksson Ek will miss 4 months with a torn abdominal muscle. That's a big blow for the Wild. Really big blow. It's like half a season. We lost Mikheyev for a month. He's playing 4th line for us this year, so it's not that big of a deal, but I could have used slightly better preseason in this regard. Wait, who's supposed to play where? What? Is Vlasic actually hurt? He is, okay. We gotta sit him. Simon will come out for Sillinger. Nazarin for Rattu. Then we replace you with Rattu. Okay. I might as well play him as a shadow. Don't need him shooting though. Let's put Lundström there. And we do need to dig up another wing. To the injury list. Not too many promising options. All kind of young as well. Old guys who we could use. any chance? Not really. Saarela can play all positions, so he might as well hang around with the NHL team. Okay, no more injuries during the preseason, thank you. I don't need them gone at Hathaway out for 5 months for Nashville. Fractured knee. Oh, he's in Nashville. That's the wrong picture. Number 0. No. Can't remember. What did he have? Like 39 or something? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Just get a jersey on him. And Belinskis has been traded to Dallas for Chris. Okay. At least Bedard has scored 3 goals in the preseason, so he's still going. I don't expect him to get anywhere close to 79 goals he had last year, but hopefully it's at least like 40 or 50. So training camp for NHL guys are getting some development. Chinsky a lot of points. Really shooting up Anton Frondell. Let's get a bunch of points in Holberton, who we just drafted. Anyone else taking a leap? Mishia, kind of a lot of points. Rinzel, okay. So yeah, Murphy will be out. Rinzel will be in the second pair, and Crevier will go to the third pair. Yeah. This is setting up nicely. Aiden Thompson, that's a lot of points. Kind of getting there. He might get to play a few games at some point. Cole Chandler, who we drafted, and Justin Carbonneau, only 3 points though. He was our first pick at 16? And a few guys getting worse, which is to be expected as they are the veterans on the team. Oh, let's play against Buffalo. So 2 more games of preseason left. Just want to survive without any injuries. A couple of trades. Fraser Minton has gone to LA for a 3rd round pick. Siegenthaler has been moved to Boston. He's still such a good defensive piece. I like him. Although, left side again. Charlie Lindgren has been traded to Winnipeg for a 5th, and Brett Kulak gone to Toronto for a 5th. So, minor trades. He seems like halfway decent. Could be a 14 shutdown defenseman in the NHL, which would be well enough for that role. Oh shoot, everyone's just absolutely dead. I don't want to play Vlasic. He is still hurt. Let's give Saarela a game, and Simon can replace. You guys are gonna die, but what can I do? Simon will replace you. Get that last game out of the way. I think all our preseason games were 1-goal games. So we are kinda where we should be. We did play like worse teams than what are we gonna face in the regular season. Reichel seems to have picked up a little bump. Vlasic is back. Oscar Pettersson has moved to the Blues for Cam Atkinson, who's now a Senator. Yeah, I was looking at him like last year. He still has all the makings to be a great sniper if you utilize him right. Which quite apparently neither St. Louis or Tampa did. Victor Söderström needs to pass the waivers. That is okay. We decide him to be backup for the backups, basically. Playing a shadow. Because you suck at everything else. Okay, makes sense. So, let's put this thing together again. Isimont out for Kurashev. What about the Ratu? Play a little bit differently as well. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna have ringside, right? If there is a waiver you'd be interested in, we can have like everything we need. One more right on the doorstep. We have Vanaker on that side. Carbonell there. Kaiser and Rizzo. We are kind of good, like all across the board. Maybe, well, Gaiano is a promising goalie. He's 21. We have Rachero for, yeah, we're kind of great all across the board right now. But we will go through the waiver list. There was no one in the first year. And this year we have Gunler and Kisakov. And Gunler's already 23. Doesn't seem to get anything going. Josh Doan, Jackson Stover, Jacob Pelletier. I don't understand why they waive him every time. Could be an interesting piece. Let's check Kisakov though. Definitely not a defenseman, but one of those artsy-fartsy Russians, it would seem. Not exactly a performer when the pressure's on. Could we use him though? Super good. Lundgren, Gibson. I mean, Kisakov's 22, he's already kinda decent. And he can play all positions, huh? Yeah. We could claim him if we get him. He could be like the extra forward. Oh, maybe we could play him in the fourth line instead of Ratu, actually. Huh. Chromiak's there too. Tough call. And I do like Josh Doan as well. I mean, we could go... Okay. So Kisakov can play both wings. Let's start with... I don't want him to be a center. He could fit right there. Teravainen taking on the defensive aspect. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. We can try it out. We are still in the rebuild, so we can try shit out. Drop a claim on him. Although Pelletier, probably the better player right now, has difficulty performing in a big game situation, according to the scouting report, and he's 2 years older than Kisakov. I will stick to that one claim. Yeah, that's a lot of shit. A couple of trades. Xavier Simoneau has been traded to the Rangers. Kopiniemela to Montreal. Anything else? Yeah. Not Sögaard to the Leafs. Another trade. Lucas Edmonds for a second rounder. Okay. At least the man has potential, but I don't know. Alex Turcotte has been moved to New York Rangers. Anyone else? I wish I could have only trades here. I don't think there's more trades. A lot of waivers. Yeah. Just delete all that. Let's see if we got a claim on Kisakov. There usually aren't that many claims, but you know. Oh, now there is. Of course there is. Jaden Struble. He's gone to Tampa. That's a pretty decent looking young guy for the Tampa defense. Offensively speaking, looks good. Matthew Phillips has been claimed by St. Louis. Bit of an older player. Kastelik has gone to Minnesota. Hurricanes claim Pelletier. Okay, they got a good player for sure. And Samula has gone to Vegas. From Philly, we have Jensen Hawkins. That's a Calgary from Philly. So Philly lost a couple of players here. Oskar Olausson gone to Carolina, and Carolina's been claiming them. Okay. We get Kisakov, that's good. There's been a trade. Philip Grubauer has been traded to Montreal for a second round pick. Okay. I mean, why not? Seattle got Nico Dawes from the waivers. Arakas back. There's a trade. Gavin Brindley gone to LA for a second rounder. So Columbus gets rid of a 20-year-old, pretty damn decent looking prospect. And only can haul in the second round. Okay, and Joel Edmondson has gone to Montreal. He's pretty decent as well. Not exactly the speediest guy, but anywho. Kisakov can get it. He's a bit upset. You can be upset, I don't care. Which in turn means we're gonna do a little bit of switcheroo here. I'm gonna try Kisakov instead of Bertuzzi, who I wanted to get rid of already. So you will play there, but you will play as a sniper, I wanna say, or yeah, purely sniper. So let's get your number. Okay. So you, oh no, sniper, okay. So now it's all up to Teravainen to play D there, and I'm gonna keep Lundestrom there. Ratu will come out for Bertuzzi. I'm gonna send Saarela down. And depending on how the season goes, we have Spencer Knight and Tyler Bertuzzi as trade baits at least. Foligno obviously as well. We'll see. So Vlasic, you go back in. And that will be our lineup. Now, we want to check the second line. Second line tactics. I do like the fact that Teravainen plays Karl, can we do a wide drive? Yes, we can. Very good. Which one was the... Okay, so yeah, that was the wing thing. We don't want to do that. Stick with cycle. Over here. So Pisakov can't play defense, so obviously we're not going to play a lock. Push like Karl up front, even if he kind of sucks at it. That's still probably our best choice. Yeah. Okay, so that's this second line. And their tactics, and on the power play, that's good. Kind of wanna. No, that's good. And Bertuzzi plays first PK unit, so he will get his ice time, I would imagine. If he starts whining about it, I can always trade him. Okay. Actually, I have to check the second power play unit tactics as well. We want to do a thing. Cut and can we play spread? Yeah. Okay, so we cut and spread on the second unit. Cool. So, oh, get Kisakov out of the power play, penalty kill. So Bertuzzi, Foligno, and we're gonna use Lundström. Yeah. Okay, now we're set. And we are 2.5 million above the cap floor as well. Looking good. Ish. Fyodor Svechkov traded for a first round. Maybe worth a first rounder. I've seen the same kind of guys go for a second or even third round. If you want a player, you want a player. You guys want to change numbers, do you? Sure. You guys do you. I don't need any more drama in the locker room. 41 and Korchinski switches to 14. Oh wait, someone was still hurt. Karl is still slightly hurt. There's a few more days to go. Also, when the heck is well, the World Cup's not this year. This is the Olympic year, right? They're in the 26th summer. I don't know. Karl is back, that's good news. Kaden Korczak has been traded to the Bruins. Let me just check real quick. I need to play this shit. Only okay, 29. Olympics will be okay, they will be during this season, February 26. And championships don't count. Well, they do count, but they're played during the off season pretty much. That's good. That is good. Jake Bean was waived. He's now a Kraken. Only Mikheyev out for a while. Actually, when Mikheyev's back, we might be entertaining the idea of trading Tyler Bertuzzi away. Check, everything's good. Yeah, we are cap compliant. We have correct size roster. Everyone who's supposed to be in the lineup is in the lineup. Söderblom starts in the net, and we start on the road. What the hell? a 3 away game stretch. Okay. We can do this. The season opener against the San Jose Sharks is a loss. Shit. We did get a point though. And not a total loss. Also, there has been another trade. Cameron Lund being traded to Montreal. Why do you want to get rid of him? A lot of like 3.5-star potential guys have been traded now for high picks. Not entirely sure if I understand that, but okay. And also Connor Bedard hits a hat trick in the first game. So we're off in a pretty spectacular way as far as Bedard is concerned. We got outshot by 1 million though, so it was not a good game. Although this says it was a good game. Not exactly offensively great game, but in general, not bad. Söderblom was good. Oh, we just killed penalties all night long. That's what it is. 3, 4. Seriously? Power plays 1 to 5. The Sabres are out to get us. Oh, nonetheless, Bedard had it. I am okay with that. Ovechkin can get back in after receiving a suspension last year. I think he had 2 games roll over to this year as well. So Seattle Kraken, last season's champions. Gonna play Söderblom against them. Give Knight the Canucks game. Just go full speed ahead with the Seattle game. 1-0 win. Okay. I mean, a win is a win. Söderblom probably had it Knight. Yeah, 30 saves shutout. Good job. Oh, and that was a shootout win as well. So nobody did anything. There was a lot of special teams going on though. 0 for 5 for both teams, which, well, if we consider penalty killing, that's great news. But if we consider our power play, that kind of sucked. So we just keep going. Knight in the net, we keep the same lineup as we have several days to go. After that, before the next game, we have a game on the 30th, I believe, which will be a home game. Canucks 4-2 win away from home. So we got nice 4 points from the 3 games. Ottawa looking to trade Stutzler. Are you serious? Is he running out of contract or something? No. You still have him for 6 years at a good price, so why would you ever trade him? Okay, was back, Söderblom. Oh, that was the previous game. I do agree with that. The Canucks game. Bedard gets 1. Reichel opens his scoring for the season, and Sillinger as well. And Bedard gets another one, so he has 5 goals in 3 games now. That first line with Bedard, Nassar, and Sillinger seems to be working right now. I'm not complaining. What is Gisakov doing though? No points, but plus minus is even, so it's not being a liability at least. Reichel has a goal on that line, Teravainen, still no points. Okay, well, as long as the results are what they are now, I'm kinda okay with the second line not producing. I'd imagine when the first line kinda slows down, the second line will pick up the pace. Flyers, a big injury for Owen Tippett. That might be it's a rough time to be injured at 26 when you're kinda hitting your peak. So Montreal loses Suzuki for 3 to 4 months. That's a big one. Yep. Montreal is screwed. Unless they have like a... Nope. not have another good center. We could play. Oh, the Slavkovsky cannot play center? Okay. So Jake Evans, first line center. Cool. Well, too bad for Montreal, who are, by the way, off to a pretty rough start anyway. We go home to play Winnipeg, close out the first month. Brent Burns did not retire. Okay. See, he must have extended 1 year, 5.6. Yeah. So he was running out of contract. I was sure he would retire. So, first round picks. This is the Gavin McKenna draft year. Someone will be extremely happy to finish last. We have Ryan Rupruck, who will be a good one. Björk, probably a good one. I'd imagine we go somewhere around here, so whoever falls to us. That's still a long way away. Söderblom back in and just keep on going. First home game of the year, 4-2 win against the Jets. Looking good. I believe Bedard popped in another pair, I think. And now Montreal loses Slavkovsky as well. Okay. They're toast. The season's barely started and they're just done. So, development report for the first month. We have our draft picks picking up. Attribute points, Oliver Moore. Looking good. Reichel will have a hell of a time trying to stay ahead of this guy now. Our depth chart. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's see, the Winnipeg game we had Bedard hitting number 6 and 7. I thought. And Nazar also 2 points. Does seem that Bedard Nazar is definitely working, especially with Sillinger kind of balancing it out with his defensive play. Yeah, and Sillinger also has 7 points. That's pretty decent. And they are about +4. Okay. Let's enjoy that line while it lasts. And scouting, no scouting. Okay. We head to the month of October. Seems like Nikita Kucherov's going head to head with Bedard in both scoring points and goals. Zibanejad in LA doing things. Didn't remember they traded him, but okay. Anywho, game against the Flyers. Nothing weird. Let's go. 2-0 loss. Ouch. Against the Flyers. And Teravainen's injured. Day to day. Okay, I can live with that. And Bedard's suspended. Come on. What did you do? What did you do? Roughing. Check to the head. Okay. I would imagine you've been tossed after that one, but he got out of the box and instantly roughed it up with Michkov. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted to see from Bedard, but okay. So we have to... Might as well play Isimon in the first line for a 1 game. At least it was only 1 game, like, instead of being like a 7 or 8 game suspension you see every now and again. Let's play 2-way. And Teravainen picked up a small bump. Yep. Just throw Ratu in there. Play the defensive role. that goes. So, which New York team is this? This is the Rangers. They've been moving players around like crazy. What do we have in the waivers? Nothing spectacular, so just keep on simming. 4-3 loss. Oh, did we actually pick up a point without Bedard? We did. Okay, Korchinski got a goal on the power play. Murphy and Reichel. We had 2 power play goals. And Kisakov gets his first point. I believe that's his first point in the league. Let's check that out. Season stats. Not season. Career stats. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Career first point for Kisakov right there. Good job. So Isimon out and also Isimon in. Do you believe he's the better choice? You have to pick between him and Ratu. Although I did see Ratu pick up a point as well, so there is that. Just need Teräväinen back here. Still hurt. Remove. Against the Wild at home. Come on. Oh, 2-0 again. Come on, Connor. You gotta score hat-tricks every game here. Ooh, Nico Hischier out for 6 months. Broken kneecap. So the Devils are dealt a big blow. Right there. And we lose Isimon and we lose Reichel. Cool. Well, at least we took Boldy out from Minnesota as well. The Penguins lose Bemström for 6 months. There's a lot of big injuries. Like all of a sudden. How did this game go? Oh, we just got outclassed by a mile. So let's see, what's the sitch? 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Okay. Okay. So we need a offensive center for a couple of weeks. We have no one. Well, maybe Doc. No, only Doc. Open Doc. Play. And then we need an extra, which will be Saarela. We do not really care about one way or the other, so he can definitely just sit there. Enjoy life. Reichel out. Dog. He's not the greatest though. Doesn't matter. Who was the other guy? Isimon. Go out. And Ratti goes in for now. Oh, that's a rough second line right now. Absolutely nothing we were building upon. What can you do? Not much. Teräväinen is still without points, by the way. In the 6 games he played before his injury. Just give him back and we will be extremely happy. Philip Deuce gone to Edmonton through waivers. Just takes Kane's number. Good. Figula. Oh my shit. Nah, he's sold. Internet and music. Okay. 5-2 loss. Okay, we're gonna play Knight against Florida. Who did anything? Lundström got a goal, Bedard hits 1. Okay. It is a rough lineup right now. Shouldn't even expect wins really. Martian probably on the moon. Teravainen close to returning. Mikheyev as well. Well, that will be good. We can actually play. Can we play Mikheyev? Nah, we'll play someone in the middle. Teravainen can play center in the second line for a little bit. So we get Reichel back. So Knight. What? Did I have Knight in the net? No, he's played only one game. Okay. Where's Florida? Well, they're not as dominant as they used to be. They do beat us pretty easily, I would assume. 5-2. Well, it was kind of even, but Knight let us down here. Lundestrom with the pair. And that's about it. Nolan Allen first assist. He's not exactly doing the same things he was last year. Korchinski going hard at least. Shuna. Okay, the first pair is not exactly popping. The first offensive pair, Allen and Lev Shuna. Like last year, everything just clicked from the get-go, so it was a bit of an anomaly of a year. Teravainen might be back for the Toronto game. Okay, 2 maybe? Oh, James Higgins already picks up his first career suspension. And he actually got his suspension before getting a single point in the league. I can tip my hat to that for sure. So where's Mikheyev? Still hurts, okay. Actually, we'll take just the Ratu out for Teravainen now. Colton Dach there. Have you played in the league before? Nope. Okay. I hope he gets his first point at least. Before Mikheyev's back and we push Dach down to the AHL again. Just keep going here. Oh, we actually win. Well, it is the lead, so again, not sure if that counts. Mikael Backlund has received a 4-game suspension, and Chris Letang 3 games. They play each other. Doesn't say. We do win 5-2 though. Teravainen finally gets his first point and a second. And a third. Good job. And Bedard hits 2 goals. So we do have like these flashes of excellence here. And Colton Dach gets his point. Good job. Good job, buddy. And Nolan Allen is slightly injured. Jonah gets to play. Allen even won the Calder Trophy, so definitely a sophomore slump. What we're dealing with here. It's Foligno. Okay. Okay. Why is Robert Thomas already at 10 goals? Some buyouts, usually for, well, one buyout. Probably a so-and-so bad goalie, yep. That always happens for some reason. Owen Power waived by Buffalo. What are you doing? You are having cap trouble, okay. Why are you having cap trouble? Apart from Dali's deal, but you have picked up Josh Norris. Did you extend him? And you have Devon Taves. Oh, Buffalo. What is Owen Power's deal like? Yeah, 7.2. I mean, I could claim him and then send a very lopsided trade to Buffalo. Like a first and something. Because I don't think I cannot make that 7.2 fit into the 1.3 they have available. With their absolutely stupid decisions. Or, actually, I wasn't planning on, so we could just... Maybe I'll just wait and see who takes him and then move players around or picks. Like, what would Owen Power fetch? Like 3 first rounders or something? 2 first rounders and a good prospect, maybe? Also, Dallas is waiving... Oh, Buffalo's waiving Esa Lindell. Because he went there. Yeah, I don't wanna take advantage of this, so we'll see where Owen Power goes. Oh, Buffalo waiving... Oh, these are all Buffalo players. Jesus, they were... What? They're sitting at 1.3 available. Buffalo has 1.3 mil available in cap, and they just waived like 22, 23 million worth of players. What the fuck's going on here? Yeah, they sit at 90. What? 98 mil? Almost 99. I mean, I wonder if they had like an injury. That wouldn't explain it either with like 22 million. Well, we'll see where these guys go and use commissioner mode to turn them into trades. Well, Carpenter no one cares about. McLeod not really, but I'll see about Power and Lindell.